If you aren't aware, Merlin Entertainments have announced that they will be collaborating with Minecraft, the very popular video game that I used to play a lot back in the day. And they will be building a Minecraft-themed area and roller coaster at a UK theme park. And well, considering some plans came out for a new one at Chessington, I think it's pretty obvious where this is going. That is right, an indoor/outdoor roller coaster is going to be coming to Chessington World of Adventures, and it's going to be themed to blocks. Hopefully the game version, not the movie. But with us knowing that that's coming in the next few years, I thought it'd be fun to design and try and speculate what could be inside the building of this coaster. So by using Planet Coaster 2 in my previous video, I have actually created the indoor layout for this ride, pretty much just going off the plans that got leaked. And in this video, I have actually finished the entire coaster, themed it all up so it actually looks like Minecraft, and I will be showing you a POV. So be sure to watch till the end and subscribe if you aren't already. We are so close to 100,000 subscribers now, so any help towards that goal would be greatly appreciated. Hello and welcome back to the final episode of potentially the longest Planet Coaster series on YouTube. There's probably series that take one episode, so maybe it's not that short. But 2 episodes long this series has been, a whopping 2 episodes. That is insane. Can you believe it? And this is the final episode because, yeah, the Chessington Minecraft roller coaster. The reason it's been such a short series is because we know nothing about it, so I can barely build the area, I can barely build inside the building, so it's all a bit speculative, you know? So, yeah, we're just sort of going along the lines of a Minecraft world with Nether. But I'll get onto the storyline of the coaster in just a bit, because as I said, we don't know it, so I had to sort of create my own, so you'll see that in just a bit as well. Either way, before we begin, I have to do something very important, and that is give a massive shout out to the user Amit_G223 on the Frontier Workshop. And you may be thinking, what are you on about here? Well, as you can see occasionally, and very much so at the minute, the blocks that I am placing down. Originally, I sort of went on to this own little canvas that I created and started trying to make these little blocks and trying my best to sort of make them look more like Minecraft. And the piece count was going to be horrendous, so I was looking for some inspiration to try and, you know, decrease the piece count, and I found Amit's selection of Minecraft blocks, and they looked incredible. A few of them actually are very similar to what I was actually trying to build, so great minds think alike. But honestly, the trees and stuff that this person made, it looks amazing, and I decided instead of using my heavy piece counted versions and also ones that looked worse, I would go and use these. Obviously, I've changed a few things in some of the blocks and also the colouring and everything like that, but yeah, had to give a massive shout out to that user there. As you can see, a cave is being created. I can't lie, obviously, as I said at the start, I used to play Minecraft all the time. So this was sort of a little throwback, because you're still building in blocks, even though I'm using an advanced move tool and not placing them down just by, you know, hovering over an area and clicking it. It was still really, really fun to actually make a blocky environment. Never thought I'd say that in my life. But like you can see, I am making a cave sort of area that the ride will start off in. Of course, you go outside the sort of brick house that I've chosen for the station, and then you go out into this little like grass area with a little lake/pond and a tree. And then you enter a mine shaft right here. There's no real, like, I don't know, dialogue or characters that come with this coaster yet. I'm assuming in real life you might have, like, Steve or something that's, like, helping you along your way. I am Steve. I pray he doesn't say that. But you may have that in the real life version. But for this version, I thought, I can't really voice over Steve because he doesn't speak in the game. And also, I don't really know what he'd do. So I've just gone with loads of different sound effects and just an easy storyline to follow. So, as I said, turn outside the house, you go into a little grass area, you then enter a cave. TNT is planted within this cave. And using some animatronic features, I have managed to get a lever that pulls down. As you can see, I'm building it right now. The lever pulls down, sets off some redstone, and sets the TNT alight. And it explodes behind you. You quickly rush off into the distance. And then you come across a nether portal. There's various rumours about this coaster being themed to escaping the nether, or something like, I don't know, maybe you go into the nether and you don't come back. I don't really know what's going to be based off, but there's heavy rumours about that. It could be themed to the end, just a minecart ride, but I've heard a few things about the nether. So that's what I went for with this coaster. So then you find that nether portal, you go through it, you go up that vertical spike that is on the ride, which I've had to, sort of botch job into this ride because you can't make vertical spikes and swing launches in bloody Planet Coaster 2, for God's sake. But once you have traversed through the nether portal, you will then swing back, of course, and go into a switch track, which will take you back into the nether, and you're actually there, and then you get attacked by some blazes as well. Obviously, that's the bit where that trick track happens, where you start rotating all around the place. I'm making ore here. This is the effort I went through. Once you get attacked by those blazes, you drop down into that really long launch into the outside section, and then you come back in, and there'll be a few mobs around, but obviously that bit's quite fast, so I don't think they're going to theme that up entirely, because we've seen other indoor multi-dimension coasters and they don't really theme the fast indoor sections. It's more just, the slower sections that they theme, and I think that's going to be the case with this one. So I've decided to go a little bit more budget for the end sections, but once you get to the actual end, you go back through the nether portal into the overworld, in through a cave again, and then back out into the sort of grassy area and into the house again. So yeah, a pretty basic storyline for this. It's not exactly the best theme either. Like, I probably could have gone way more, but I'm going sort of realistic here. Again, like I said, the slower sections, more themed, faster sections, probably a lot of warehouse, let's be honest. That usually happens with these rides, and I just really hope that is the case, though, because even if there is just a few like statues of mobs or like animatronics and stuff around those fast sections, maybe even a bit of theming here and there, I think that's more than enough, especially when you're just going to be sort of glancing at it for a second and just quickly going away. It happens on Uncharted, but Uncharted is also not very well themed in the actual slower sections, so yeah. Maybe some rocks, maybe some caves, just some stone wall wallpaper, that would be enough. But no, I'm genuinely so excited to actually see this ride start being built and actually go on it when it opens, because I feel like they're going to do a very good job at it, especially if Minecraft and Mojang have like put in loads of money. I feel like it's going to be a great ride, even if it's not the longest layout. I know that's been a big thing when this coaster first got leaked, that the layout doesn't look very long, but I feel like, again, the theming, if it's actually that good inside, I think it's going to make up for it. So yeah, nether portal going in now. Obviously, like I said, bit bots job this section, because in the game you can't have swing launches, so it will literally, if you download this map, which I'm still unsure if I'm going to put it up for download, but you could probably tell in the description if that is the case that I put it up for download or not. But with this game, if you do go on it, you're just going to sort of go forwards towards the portal and then launch back. You're not actually going to go up the spike, sadly, because just the game doesn't like that. It doesn't let you do back and forths like that. Really wish it did. I'm hoping in a future update that will be the case, but I guess it has to do for now. So yeah, you literally go forwards and then backwards like it just did. Now obviously we have entered the nether portal now, swung backwards, and we've come back into the nether area, which is what I'm building right now. See, this is where, those blocks that user did make in the Frontier Workshop, again, massive shout out, I sort of was editing them slightly to make them their own thing. So for instance, this, I wanted to do more like the netherrack, whereas obviously this is just sort of, cobblestone if it was grey. And at the same time, like I said before, I have made actual blazes shoot at the ride whilst you're on it. It was a little bit tricky to get them, but at the same time, it's obviously blocks, so it was quite simple. Just a load of art shapes and the custom coaster supports that you can make really small, that sort of thing. And towards the end, like I said, I might as well just spoil it because you're going to see it later, I did actually make a wither model as well. I know this is complete gibberish to those who haven't played Minecraft, but just to explain, blazes are things that are in the nether, which is a separate world to the normal one that you go in through a portal. And the blazes look like weird yellow things which just have surrounding things that surround them. God, I'm doing a good job, aren't I? And the blazes do shoot fire at you in the game. So like I said, they're going to be firing at you with fireworks this time. Orange fireworks. Because I know they wouldn't fire those fireworks indoors in real life, but it's the closest I can get to some sort of effect that looks like things shooting at you. So that's what I've done for that. But yeah, after that, you've then got a few more of them, and also that wither that I said about, which is like a main boss in the game that you spawn, and it's like some three-headed thing that's just, it shoots heads at you. Minecraft sounds like such a weird thing, doesn't it? A blocky world with things that shoot you. Sounds great. But I'm sure many of you have played the game and you know exactly what I'm on about anyway. But yeah, Chessington is getting a ride based on that game. Absolutely love that game. I really hope that the music and the sound effects in this are actually like from the real game as well, because if they're either made based on it or are from it, it's going to be amazing. It's one of the best game soundtracks ever. And I just really can't wait to see it. Especially at Chessington, you know. Chessington's getting a lot of investment lately. Obviously, Jumanji back in 2023. This year, it had nothing. And next year, I don't think it's got anything again. Maybe it's not getting as much investment as I thought. But the years after that, of course, we've got the Project Play, which is going to be that massive sort of renovation of, I believe, Mexicana. And that's going to have a new junior coaster as well. And then you've got the Minecraft coaster the year after, probably. So that'll be really good. Nice to see some investment at the park, especially with this Minecraft coaster. And as much as I haven't really showed you the full product yet, let's go into the actual game and have a look at some of those scenes. So as you can see, we have the first scene here that's just outside of the station as you turn around into that cave. And there's the lever and the explosion going off before you quickly rush out into that Nether portal. And then you'll launch through that spike and back again, like so. And then into the actual Nether itself. And that is where that sort of track is with the blazes in the background. You can see them there. And well, they just tried to shoot at us, but it didn't really work, did it? You drop down into that launch, not very themed in there, but a couple little shots from the blazes, and then you make your way outside. A little bit of a facade there, but we don't know for certain what that's going to look like. Neither do we that final section or the whole thing. So let's actually give you a POV of what I think this entire ride will be like. So I hope you enjoyed this video and time lapse, and I hope you enjoy the POV. Subscribe. Thank you.